Welcome to another episode of Salon Insider. I'm Nicole Johnson, digital content strategist for Modern Salon, Salon Today, and Nails. How do you feel when a client comes to you with a hair loss issue, but you're at a loss for what to do? In a recent live over on the Modern Salon Instagram, I chatted with beloved hair authorities and content creator duo Alfredo Lewis and Philip Wolff about their success in using Calecim. Calecim's advanced hair system contains PTT6, which is a powerful growth factor that activates hair follicles and also improves the thickness and strength of existing hair. Watch as Philip and Alfredo demonstrate the system on a real client of theirs who has seen incredible results, and find out how you can start using Calecim on your clients. Hello, Philip. How are you? Hi,
How you
Alfredo.
doing?
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. Good to see you guys. We're so excited to have you here with us today, and we're super interested in learning more about Calecim.
Oh my God, we can't wait to teach you more about it. It's something we are obsessed with in the
Yes.
salon.
Awesome. So how about we start by giving just a tiny bit of background on the both of you. I know we all know and love you guys. And just how have you gotten involved with Calecim?
Well, I can start and then pass it over with Philip. Calecim, I was reached out to, now it's almost been 2 years. It's hard to believe I've been on this journey with them, but I got a message saying like, hey, there's this product that's for hair loss and we would love to talk to you about it. We love your content. You and Philip do like all the hair saves and the extreme hair situations that people have dealing with hair loss and damaged hair. And we think it's perfect. And in my mind, I'm like, yeah, I've heard this before. Like I've tried so many different products for hair loss on clients. I'm sure Philip and we both have. And a lot of them have just, not quite met the expectation that I had or maybe my clients had to actually help with the situation. So I went in extremely skeptical and I went to a lunch and the owner flew out from Singapore and they had all these testimonials. And what got me, it wasn't really the doctors talking about it because this was first in doctors' offices. And they said, we've done extensive testing and we feel like we could bring this into the salon space, into the pro space. What do you think?
Awesome.
It was seeing the clients. It was seeing these women and the before and afters and them, how this product has completely changed their life and how insecure they felt from all kinds of hair loss, from female male pattern baldness to postpartum to COVID hair loss that we know became a huge thing. And so that's kind of how I got involved with them. And then, of course, they were obsessed with Philip. And very shortly thereafter, they were talking to Philip as well. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's kind of how that worked. And it's funny because clients ask all the time about that.
Yeah.
And I even have a client that she's been with me years, over a decade, and every couple months, have you found anything yet? And I'm like, not yet, you know what I mean? And so now we're at a point where we can confidently offer something legitly, that's from the pro space, but which is convenient that they can actually just do it themselves afterwards. But it was funny because Alfredo told me about this stuff. He was like, brother, you gotta check this out, And I was like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Because you hear about all this stuff.
Yeah,
But
you're always
I
skeptical.
tell you what, I started using it on friends and stuff first, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, there's no way. So anyway.
Yeah, for me, I said, I'm not doing this on a client. I need you to find me a client. And they found me this amazing woman named Adi, and I became so close with her. I'm still close with her. She was like my very first Calecim client, and Philip ended up obviously meeting Adi because we do so many clients together and doing Calecim with me. But she was more skeptical than I was about the product. Gotcha. So watching her see the results, it was actually New Year's Eve, and she sent me a text. Oh my God. I know we can't say foul word, like it was WTF. I'll just use the initials. She was like, my hair, she's like, you've changed my life. It's New Year's Eve. I'm at a party and I'm feeling so confident. And she's like, you've changed my life. And so, that was my very first client. And after that, I think we kind of just hit the ground running, and we're using this on all of our clients, almost not all, but way more than I thought.
Yeah,
It's all ages. I mean, hair loss is something that affects everyone, or just people wanting thicker, fuller, healthier, bouncier hair too.
definitely.
It's just sometimes it's just the way the hair falls. They're feeling like they
Yes,
would like to have a little bit of a volume boost too. So
right.
I think the thing that surprised us the most is just how many clients want want
That's
Calecim
amazing.
a
And that's
lot
such a
bigger.
powerful thing to restore a client's confidence. That's extremely important and one of the best parts of what we do in this industry, right? So I bet that makes you guys feel amazing that you can give that to your clients. So let's talk about what Calcim and the advanced hair system actually is. So do you guys want to get into talking about the PTT6 and how does that work in the hair?
Do you want to go, Philip, or you want me to?
You go for it, bro.
I know we're always like, so PTT6 is definitely the magic inside callus. What it does is it wakes up sleeping hair follicles.
Okay,
So what I didn't know about callus, I'm just like speaking to anybody that's, I didn't know that hair loss sometimes isn't like the hair follicle's not dead. It's just lying dormant underneath the surface.
okay,
And what callusum does is with their PTT6 is it actually activates the receptors and wakes up those sleeping hair follicles. So, in not in everyone, but in certain levels of hair loss. And it's the other thing for me is, as hairstylists, we're so used to instant gratification.
right.
This is not an instant gratification product. I had to
Hmm.
wrap my head around it.
Yeah,
So it takes 6 weeks. It's a 6 week service
okay,
done 2 times at home or once a week in the salon by a pro, getting the pro service that we're going to show you in a little bit.
yes,
Um, but over 6 or 12 weeks in some more severe cases of hair loss is when the clients will start to see um, the hair growth.
okay,
And it uses exosomes and proteins and peptides, and it really is the only thing that I've seen on the market that actually does what it says it's going to do. Um, I've only had one client not see results from Calicum, and I've done now probably close to 100.
okay,
And it was a gentleman that was they give you they're very clear with like who is Calicum for and who is Calicum not for. The level of hair loss that he had was past the point. It was more like where he would maybe need to get hair transplants or something
right,
of that
right.
nature. But he just wanted to try it because his wife had seen such incredible results with it. And he wanted to try it anyway. We saw a little bit of results, but it wasn't the level that I've seen with most of my
Gotcha.
clients.
Still, that's a pretty good track record.
I know, I know. I mean, they say I think it's 91%. I don't quote me on that other big effective.
Hmm.
I've seen 99%
Yeah, that's
success
awesome.
out of 100, yeah,
So
clients, which is
encouraging.
crazy.
Yeah.
Hi, Leah Sturk. Sorry, I'm seeing people in the chat.
I know, I know. So, sometimes you see your friends pop into the chat. It's
Yeah.
fun. That's awesome. So let's talk about the process of the advanced hair system. How does that work? And if you want to introduce Victoria at this point,
Oh my
that would be
gosh, I
great.
know. You know what's even crazier is I'm actually in the other room. Philip and I are
Yes.
together.
Yeah, we're all
I just came in
together.
here so
Well, we're
we could
not
do
all
split
together,
screens.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
we are doing a client today and models like we always do. So I'm going to disconnect and go into the
yes.
other room and join Philip. And we have one of our favorite clients, Victoria, here that's actually using Calicum. And Calicum is
Awesome.
great for postpartum.
Yeah.
And she's actually going to be using this as some women that are pregnant can use this actually beforehand to help with the effects of postpartum hair loss before it even happens. So we're actually going to be doing that with Victoria. So that's really
Perfect.
exciting. So all
Yes.
right, everyone, don't leave. If you're on my page, if you're on my page watching this, head on over to Modern Salon or Philip's page, and I'll see you guys in
Yes.
10 seconds.
Awesome. Yeah, so we're bringing the dynamic duo together.
That's right. We're
Yeah.
just a couple rooms apart, and I will
Yes.
bring in Victoria right now. So let's do this here. Hold on.
Awesome.
Here we go.
Surprise!
Hello again. There you are.
Just when you thought you'd seen the last of me, I'm still here. Um, this is
All right. Hi,
Victoria,
Victoria. Nice to meet you.
and she is one of our favorite clients. No joke. I know we probably say everyone says they're a client, but we've been doing her hair now for almost 2 years, and she was actually somebody that we did a hair save on, if you guys follow us and know.
Nice. Yeah.
But now her hair is like so long and so healthy, and she's
Yes.
definitely been using Calecim. And what I love, even in those extreme situations, but it's really for, like I said, just so many reasons. But we noticed that the clients, because sometimes when you go through extreme chemical damage, it's another thing that people don't talk about. It can stunt the hair growth.
Yeah.
I had one client who her hair just stopped growing and broke off this short from a bleach fail.
Right.
Yeah, yours, right? It just wasn't. It just wasn't growing. And when we see
Yeah.
Calecim, it's insane the amount of hair growth, and right,
It's
like the jump
incredible.
start that it gives by waking up those hair follicles, that we're actually
Definitely.
able to see the hair grow and help these clients through these situations at a much faster pace. So the first step of Calecim is to wet the hair and to shampoo the hair and give it a great shampoo. I always
Awesome.
suggest using a clarifying shampoo, something, you can use anything that you like.
Yeah.
But I say like something that's really cleansing and clarifying, that's going to get all of the elements out of the hair and really give you the cleanest slate is the best thing. We're going to be doing Victoria's color, but not, when you do Calecim, you can do it the same day as some services, but for color, we say wait 24 hours.
Okay.
So today we're going to be doing Calecim on her. But
Perfect.
so it starts with the activator. So this is an activator. Also, a lot of people think this is not microneedling. This is something that
Right.
is able to be done by a professional.
Yes.
And there's two different activators. There's one for the client and there's one for the pro.
Okay.
To make sure that, as cosmetologists, that we are following, all of our guidelines and all of that stuff.
Absolutely.
So today we're going to be using the Pro one on Victoria, and this was what it looks like. They're different colors. So the Pro one is black, and the one for the clients to take home is like a white color, so that you don't make a
Gotcha.
mistake. But what you want to do first, and we won't do the whole head today just for purposes, so you guys
Sure.
know that we can make sure to answer any questions or anything like that. But what you want to do is a pro service, and also we have that link in there, so make sure that you
Yes.
guys go to Calecim. They have a wealth of education, information, how to get certified, how to get Calecim. It's starting to roll out all over the United States, all over the world, actually, because I know you guys
Yeah.
have international followers.
Yes.
But there will be a lot of information of you guys. So if you want to learn more and actually get classes and see more information. But the first step of Calecim is to use this. So I will usually shampoo my client's hair.
Want me to get it closer?
Yeah,
Sure.
why not?
Yeah.
We'll get a better view, huh? What do you think?
Awesome.
And then you're going to
Close
want to
and
section the
personal.
hair into 4 sections. So we're going to come in, and first there's an alcohol swab. So I've already cleaned this with the alcohol swab.
Okay.
And then you're going to come in, and I usually do 3 presses
Okay.
horizontally and vertically. And you don't really feel that, right?
At all.
Yeah. I mean, it's very, very minimal. But what this is doing is it's activating and exfoliating the scalp so that it can accept the PTT6.
Nice. Okay.
So you're going to go through, and I always try to, you can come back to me a little bit so they can see, but you always want to make sure that when you're coming through that I'm always focusing on that problem areas. And
Okay.
I do the whole head. But
Right.
like sometimes people's hair loss may be more in the crown, or maybe sometimes it's more around their temples, depending on what kind of hair loss they have and what's going on. I'll come through and focus on that, and I'll work it through. So after doing that, you're going to clean it with your alcohol swab, and then I'm going to move over and hand it to Philip. And what you do is you do 2 passes. So when you activate the hair, I would go through her whole hair, and then you come in with the PTT6, which is what Philip is going to show you guys right now.
Nice.
My turn now.
Yes. Philip's turn. Awesome.
All right. So you're going to start with this one. Here's the PTT6 right here. It'll come like this. And it's obviously all sterile packed. So you just open it up. There'll be 2 things here. You'll get the vial, and then you'll get an applicator top to it. So what you want to do is just simply open it up, and you'll be left with a rubber top like this.
Gotcha.
You just simply pop that top off, just remove it, and then you're going to take this and just put it on. Now, for me, I like to just use a flat surface to put it on because, get that right force on there. Because if you try to just use your hand, sometimes it'll slip and then you pour it out. And I only
Yeah.
say that because I've done it before, and you
Right.
don't want to
And
do
this is
this.
valuable stuff. We want to make sure
And you want to
it's
be
all in
safe.
there.
Yeah, you want this is
Yeah.
precious stuff right here. So here you
Yes.
go. And now, by the way, if a client does this at home, they're going to use only half the bottle, but we would do the
Okay.
full one for the full service. So what you want to do is, this is glass, but this
Gotcha.
part here is like a silicone here. So it's
Right.
squeezable, which is great. So when you turn it upside down, it's not going to pour out on its own. It's only
Right.
going to come out when you squeeze this. So what you do is, the area that was been activated, you're just simply going to squeeze some out like that, just a drop each area,
Okay.
and you're going to rub it in, and right up at the front too. And we're going to rub that in. You're just going to take, maybe 1/4 inch sections and keep doing that. And once you get around the whole head, you're then going to, close up this bottle, of course, and then you want to massage it in. You want to massage it in real good for about 3 to 5 minutes.
Okay.
And that way, you really get it in there. For some people, you're going to see after the activator was done, maybe the scalp turns a little pink. That's a good thing, because the exfoliation is great. This will accept it in there.
Yes.
Get it right in those follicles. It'll be soaked in there. And then literally from there, what's great about this is you just leave it in. There's no rinse out. There's no nothing. And in about, after about 5 minutes, it kind of just dries out on its own. Now you can then add styling product, blow dry it, go about your day. That's totally fine. What you don't want to do is shampoo it or anything within 24 hours.
Right. Okay.
So
when doing a pro service, he would do the half ampule, and then you would come back in. And what I love is the kit comes with your 6 ampules, just so you know. So when you get Calecim, there's 6 ampules in there, which is 6 weeks of treatments. It also comes with the activator for the client, and then they have the activator separately for the pros, which is us.
Great.
But the client has this. You can either keep it for them if they want to get pro services with you every week, or send it home to them. So we always really teach our clients, explain to them what we're doing, explain to them how, and we'll also show them how to use Calecim.
Yes.
But it also comes with these alcohol swabs, which is great. So Philip did the first pass of half of the ampule, and I did my first pass if I was doing the whole head with the Pro Activator. So what I would come in, I'm going to come here in camera. I just always do this to my activator. And obviously these are one use. So the Pro Activator, it's one use only. I won't use this again.
Okay.
But the activator for the client goes home with them, and it's theirs. It's only for them, just for everyone to know. Each client gets their own activator. That comes in their box. So
And question for you, Victoria, just real quick. How do you find the process of applying it at home? Do you think it's easy or difficult?
Pretty easily. So when I'm actually 7 months pregnant, do you mind if I stand up?
No.
Congratulations.
And I'm an anemic, so I was taking so many prenatals and stuff, and I was still having like lots of hair loss and stuff.
Gotcha.
And it's a miracle treatment. I mean, I vouch for Alfredo and, the dynamic duo, of course.
Yes.
They've saved my life with most of the products they've given me to take home and use. And I have my hair now thanks to them.
Yeah, that's
If you looked at
wonderful.
before videos, my hair was, my goodness, so bad. I had really chemical burns. And if people know about bleach blondes and stuff, my God, it can be horrendous, for your hair care journey and stuff. And I'm grateful, and all props go to you.
That's so
We've
wonderful
been
to
through a
hear.
lot together.
I bet, yeah.
Years when she
It's been a
found
journey.
out, she sent us a desperate plea on social media and DMs, like, please help me. I have this terrible bleach situation. All my hair is broken off. And you can see here, I mean, her hair is gray. It was like this short.
Literally.
It has grown out so long.
And now for the prenatal, for the postpartum, she's going to be able to use this before having the baby, and it will help with, a lot of women, if you know, you can have hair loss or hair thinning after, during postpartum. So this is really, really great. And before. So, so just to do a quick review for anybody that's maybe how first we did our client consultation. She's obviously been using it. Shampoo the hair, a great scrub, make sure the hair is clean. I came through with the activator, the Pro Activator, and I did 3 presses through her head.
Okay.
Then Philip came in with the PTT 6 and applied a half ampule. After he massages it in, pro service. This is for us hairstylists out there.
Right.
And I know obviously Modern is a pro channel.
Yes.
So this is I would come back through and I would do my 3 again. I would
Okay.
go one more time over, and then you apply the second half of the ampule
Okay.
and massage it in for about 2 minutes. And then you
Got
want to give your client, the only reason we're not going to do the full service is obviously we want your viewers to hear everything and get all the questions.
Right.
Blow dryers can be loud.
Yes.
But afterwards, the final step would be to give the client an incredible blow dry, obviously.
Definitely.
One thing that we notice, and Philip can speak to it even because obviously I do a lot of coloring, he's doing the cut and styling
Mhm.
in most cases. The clients notice the volume right away.
Yeah.
Obviously, the instant gratification of going, oh my God, my hair is growing. Like, what the,
Yeah.
what the hell? Like, what? my hair is growing. Like, I can't believe it. That comes 6 weeks. Sometimes clients 4 or 5 weeks would be the soonest
Mhm.
I hear. And sometimes they need to do those 2 passes, but they do notice the volume in their hair.
That's really
after doing the
exciting.
toxin treatment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Nice. All right. And then Victoria, you've talked a little bit about the impact this has had on your confidence. Have you talk about that a little bit more? Like I know you love Alfredo and Philip, and they're like the best hairstylists you could have asked for, but this PTT6, it's like kind of wild, like
Absolutely.
well, first how quickly it works for something like this, and then how well it works, how much hair growth we
Well,
see.
before I started using it, my confidence was here,
Yeah.
and it's basically it skyrocketed. You can actually see pieces where my hair. Well, I've never had front pieces like this. This would always
It's
be the first
amazing.
to break, and
Yeah.
you can actually see if I were to. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Some of the
Yeah.
pieces that were actually short and growing, and
Yeah.
you can see that like
Yeah.
there is real results, and to have
Yes.
like my hair growing so quickly and me taking like prenatal gummies, and especially being anemic and in a family way, my hair was falling out like terribly. I know
Mhm.
it's not in most cases in pregnancy. A lot of women have that pregnancy glow, but
Yeah.
this is my second time trying to get pregnant, and I was having, so many complications,
Yeah.
and all the medications I was taking was causing my hair to like shed.
Right.
And I owe my life to some of the products that are like involved with the peptide treatments, and
Right.
like my confidence is completely skyrocketed. I used to wear
That's amazing.
wigs. I could not like show my natural hair like this, to have it like one length, and it just feels like amazing, like an anchor off of my shoulders, to get up and
Yeah.
not worry about, wigs, or, putting hats and always trying to
Yes.
cover up, and just having like little pieces to style my hair when I put them up. And,
Right.
it makes the biggest difference, because hair is a big thing to a woman. It's,
Oh, definitely.
your confidence. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. And I know what you mean about those front pieces. Like some of us really struggle with those. To see those grow back is like, I'm sure it's
If you were to look at the before videos, I had like literally bald patches in the front,
okay.
on the
Yeah.
sides, and I've I'm just so I didn't actually think it was gonna grow back. I was covering them with like laces and
Yeah.
wigs, and the fact that I'm able to lift my hair and style them and have little pieces. I
Yes.
mean, I'm eternally grateful. I didn't think there was any products even out there that really, you know, do what they're supposed to.
Yeah. So for stylists
Maybe.
watching, yeah, if you're looking for that growth from the follicle, this is the stuff that you're going to want to use. Philip and Alfredo have both found lots of salon success too with using this on so many different clients. So let's talk about that a little bit. What are your guys' tips to make sure the service is successful when you're using it in your salon?
For me, a consultation is the most important part of any single
Absolutely.
service. So setting it up for the client of like what the expectations are. I think also setting realistic expectations for our clients, because they
Yeah.
only know what they know. It's our job to really explain to them how these products work. Like even like when it comes to like all the regimen that we use for our clients for extreme damage, like explaining to them like Calecim is going to be for hair loss, it's going to help your hair grow. This product is going to help your hair that's so damaged on the ends. It's going to be more for repair of the actual hair.
Right.
When you're home, this is what we want you to do with hot tools. This is how we want you to, you know, take care of your hair, whether it's an extension client, making sure that they're taking care of those because those can cause stress on the scalp. So to me, it's about the consultation and the setup. And then it's really showing them how Calecim works, explaining to them what it's doing, why and when. And then what I always do, and I know Philip does it too, is my Calecim clients, they kind of get that VIP treatment. This is a luxury service. It's solving a problem that they weren't able to solve before.
Right.
So I do give them those texts. I do have those touch points with them. Hey, it's your first week. Calecim can be done week 1, 3, and 6 in salon. It can be done every week in the salon. You can have your own treatment plan with your client for this at home. So if they are going to be doing it at home sometimes because they can't get to see me every week, of course, like perfect world, I'd love to see them every week. Right. Why not? It's a great money maker for us as hairstylists. But I'll check in with them. Hey, it's your first. I know you're doing Calecim this week. You're going to be doing it 2 times yourself at home. Do you have any questions or how did it go? I know you did it last night. You know, I think that that's been really helping me have success is keeping in contact with my clients and making sure that I'm a part of the full journey from start to finish.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and I see a lot of questions in there throughout, which is if you are a pro and you're interested in this and you have all these questions, you want to know, how do I get set up? What do I do? Who do I contact? Well, that would be Salon Pro by Calecim. That's the account you want to hit up because there's a whole team there that has helped because that's what we do is we want to support the pros. And, you know, obviously, I believe you can buy this. Anyone can just buy it from the regular website, but obviously it's better to buy it through us because they get it for number one, it's more cost effective. Yeah,
exactly.
It's cheaper than just buying it retail like that. And also it's a great thing that we can offer that's less invasive than a surgery of transplants and all these medications that they have, which, you know, nothing against those either, but this is just an alternative way that is, I think a lot of people are way more comfortable being able to do themselves at home as well.
Right. Yeah. And it benefits the client to be able to come to their stylist and have that expertise and have that help when they're starting this system. So it kind of works out both ways.
Absolutely.
And that link for you guys to find out more is pinned in the comments here. You can also go, as Philip mentioned, to Salon Pro by Calecim, and they have a link in their bio as well that's going to help you get more information and sign up if you're interested. And thank you guys so much for joining us. It's been so fun to have you here. And you too, Victoria, thank you for sharing your journey with us. It's very uplifting to see this, how it's actually worked on somebody and how it's worked so well. So that's awesome to see.
I am so grateful for, you know, them actually making like things that work for hair loss treatments. I've tried things from, you know, treatments to medication, and I had no success, like to no avail, and to actually be seeing results like that is mind-boggling. Like,
Victoria is a star, and we gave her access to her today. We love her. She is literally one of our best clients, and also really most famous clients. Our community loves her, and they are always asking about her. They're always asking how she's doing and when are we going to see her again. So we will be doing a new transformation on her. So stay tuned. Of course, Calecim will be a huge part of it.
So cool.
Calecim
well, now I'm a fan
part
too.
Of it, and so stay on the lookout for that. But give us time. We have to edit.
If you were to see the before videos, I literally had like bald patches. They're just, you know.
Right. Yeah.
I think it's pinned.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can all go over and really get a feel for where the journey started, and that's awesome.
But we love Modern Salon, so thank you so much for having us.
Thank you guys.
Thanks so much.
It's been awesome having you. Have a great day, everyone.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.